Crystal Beast are finally able to swing into action with all of their new support now that the structure deck has finally touched down in the OCG. Like 30% of you guys have not smashed the Ever Living Crap out of that subscribe button. Smash so we can climb up the 100k ladder here. The first as we have here is new Crystal Beast. Yes, the advanced Crystal Beast are now fully functioning with the help of Advanced Dark. The Crystal Beast structure deck now swings in on full momentum as well. So this deck actually is using regular Pegasus with the Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus here to generate some pretty nice momentum shifts here so you can do Crystal Beast shenanigans. So we have two copies of Rainbow Dragon. We have two copies of the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon itself. This card's really good. We have triple Pegasus with two copies of the Advanced Crystal Beast Pegasus. Then we have one Amber Mammoth, one Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger, the one Cobalt Eagle, the one Amethyst Cat, the one Emerald Tortoise, and the one Angry Ruby Carbuncle. Then we have triple Ash and triple copies of Max C here. And then for our spells, we have triple Crystal Bond, triple copies of Foolish Barrel, goods, triple Rainbow Bridge, two Prosperity, two Called by the Grave, one Croissant Designator, two Bridge of the Heart, one Advanced Crystal Dark. Then we have one Bridge of Salvation and one copy of the Crystal Miracle here, wrapping up our main deck. Down here in the extra deck, we have one Rainbow Overdragon, one Rainbow Overdragon Overdrive. Then we have one Zeus, one Overlord Dark Rebellion, one Vespinato, one Dark Rebellion with the one Baguski, the one Abyss Dweller, with the one Dugara as the Timeless. Then we have one Underworld Goddess, the one Avramax with the one Unicorn, the one Union Carrier, the one IP, and the one Cherubini. Our side deck here, we have two copies of Alpha, one Pankratops, triple Contact C, two Lightning Storm, one Feather Duster, one Downworld Wrestling, two Evenly Matched, two Dimensional Barrier, and one copy of Soul Drain, wrapping up our pretty interesting chunk of OCG info for Crystal Beast here for the week. I actually really do like this. Next up is Exosister. Now, I will tell you, Exosister went through some pretty big evolutions this week. Watching this deck kind of just show up on all my Twitter feed definitely taught us a lot. The fact that right now in the OCG, you have to be able to beat that Tier Elements Ishizu deck, which means that Splight and a lot of other decks are now heading to the point here where they are playing actual Dimension Shifter here, which is actually very, very powerful. Like, this card being main decked is going to save a lot of grief and agony for this format. So we have triple copies of Dimension Shifter here. We have triple copies of Malfa, triple copies of Ellis, one Irene with triple Stella, and two copies of Sophie. And then we have triple Ash Blossom, triple Maxi with two Prosperity. We have two copies of Armament, two Called by the Grave with triple packs. We have triple copies of Latanya, triple copies of Imperm, triple Vadis, and two copies of Solemn Strike here, wrapping up our main deck. Down here in our extra deck, we have one Lina with the one Evil Twin Troubled Sunny. Now remember, you play this with the Artemis Slay, because this thing has an extra line of text that says you can banish this card from your graveyard, send an Evil Twin monster from your hand, deck, or face up on the field to the graveyard to send one card on the field to the graveyard. So you go Artemis Slay, send a monster from the extra deck to the graveyard, target one monster opponent controls the same card type, Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, Pendulum, or Link, shuffle into the deck. So you'll drop this, and then since you're going to side in the Kishisa Kill here too, you can banish this to get an extra spot removal option. It's basically Inantis 2.0. We have one Jabrine with two Osophiel, two Caspitiel. We have triple Mikhails, two copies of Magnifica, one Zeus, one Omega, and one Inantis. Side deck here is one Kishisa Kill Nula, one Honest, triple Artemis Slay, two copies of Raigeki, two Lightning Storm, one Harpy's Feather Duster, two Anti-Scam Fragrance, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up our list here. Now, we have Spyral. Oh my gosh. I have been wanting to see an actual working Spyral list in a little while here. And, you know, this one caught my attention because I see we're doing some equip shenanigans. Activate this card by targeting one monster with 0 attack in your graveyard. Special summon an attack, do equip it. Alright, when this card leaves sealed, destroy that monster. Oh, okay. Toolbox? If you control a monster, you can randomly reveal 2 equips from your deck. Huh. I wonder which equips we can reveal here. Like, this is busted, man. Like, this is a little interaction. 0 attack. I wonder who meets that requirement. We have 1 copy of Sleepy Boy, 2 Parallel Exceeds, 1 Master Plan, 1 Super Agent with 1 Last Resort, triple Ash Blossom with triple copies of Diviner, 1 Quick Fix, 1 Drone, triple Magician Souls, 2 Illusion of Chaos with the 1 for 1, 2 Talents with triple copies of Where Art Thou. We have 1 Terraforming, the 1 Monster Reborn, triple Preparation of Rites, 2 Call by the Grave, 1 Assault with 1 Toolbox, 1 DDR, 1 Big Red, 1 Stonehenge, 2 copies of Resort. Must be nice, OCG. You'll love to see it. And we have triple Rescue. Our extra deck here is 1 Link Rebo, 1 Barricade Borgwalker with the 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Double Helix, the 1 Master Magician Celine, 1 Unicorn with 1 Trigate, 1 Apple with the 1 Access Code, 1 Boral Sword, the 1 Princess Sprite, 1 Dugaris. This actually makes this deck a whole lot better. Imagine, like, just the crazy value time you get off of just full extending options. We have 1 Herald, because you can search for the illusion. We have 1 Baron de Fleur and 1 Anintis. Our side deck here is 2 Chaos Hunters, 2 Contact Seas, 2 Artemis Slay, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Arby's Feather, triple Droplet, 2 copies of Twin Twisters, and 1 copy of Ye Old Red Rebuto here, wrapping up our James Bond special here. Next up is a Phantom Knight list. This actually caught my attention because you don't see a lot of Phantom Knight action in the OCG. I mean, after some kind of weird hits to this deck in the form of, you know, torn scales getting blown off the face of the planet on some of their later lists. Yeah, this deck hasn't had a good time, but they still have their win condition Rongo Reminiad. For those of you that have played Master Duel, you do fundamentally understand how busted this card can be at the end of the day. And, you know, it's not a fun experience to play against this card. It's actually, like, crazy BS. They actually have this. So we have 1 copy of Shadow Mist, 1 copy of Seer, 1 copy of Psychic Tracker, 1 Nyan. We have triple copies of Tsuchinoko, 1 copy of the Stained Greaves, 1 Graph, triple Tour Guide with the 1 copy of Ragged Gloves. We have 2 Ancient Cloak, 1 Torn Scales with the 2 Jackalopes. We have triple copies of Silent Boots. We have triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 Max C, with triple Hero Lives, 1 Rhoda. We have 1 Sales Band. Oh, that's cute. We have 2 copies of Call by the Grave, 1 Croissant Designator, 2 copies of Emergency Teleport, the 1 Mass Change 2. We have 1 Phantom Knight Wings, 1 Shade Brigadine, and 2 copies of Fogblade. Our extra deck here is 1 Cherubini with the 1 IP, the 1 Splight Elf, the 1 Rusty Bardiche, the 1 Unicorn with the 1 Apo. We have 1 Access Code with the 1 Bamboozle and Gossip Shadow. We have 1 Leviair with the 2 Break Sword. We have 1 copy of Rongo Reminiad with the 1 Downer, 1 Zeus, and 1 copy of Danklaw. Our side deck here, we have 1 Pinkertops, triple copies of Skullmeister, 1 Maxi, we have 1 Baguski, triple Lightning Storm with the 1 Feather Duster, triple Forbidden Droplet, 1 Twin Twisters, and 1 copy of Red Reboot here, wrapping up your little Phantom Knight experimentation deck here. You'll love to see it. And then, oh boy, it's a Shizu shenanigans. Again, this time we're geared more towards breaking down the mirror match here, because you can Hero Lives into the Shadow Mist. Go grab the Mass Change too, so you can set up the Dark Law for the mirror match. We've seen this a couple times in the OCG, but the more and more that, like, you see that this deck is becoming such a crazy forerunner here with this, you need to have those option trees to be able to do your thing, and that's what you're starting to see here. So we have triple copies of Shaylin, 2 copies of Reno Heart, triple copies of Calbec, the Ancient Vanguard, triple copies of Mudora, we have triple copies of Agito, triple copies of Keldo, we have 1 copy of Shadow Mist, triple copies of Hoffens, 2 copies of Myru, then we have triple copies of Maxi, triple copies of Herald of Orange Light, 1 Instant Fusion, we have triple Hero Lives, 1 Terraforming, 2 Call by the Grave with the 1 Mass Change 2. We have triple copies of the Field Spell. Then we have 1 Solic and the 1 Gravekeeper's Trap. Down here in the next deck, we have the 1 Splight Elf for the Monster Reborn, 1 Dahark, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Underworld Goddess, 1 Dugaris, the 1 Abyss Dweller with the 1 Baguski, 1 Redoer with the 1 Zeus, 1 Mudmud, 2 copies of Kitagalos, 1 Darklaw, 1 Dragostapilli, and the 1 Big Kaleido Heart. Then we have 1 Pinkertops, 2 Ghost Reapers, 1 Raigeki, 2 Lightning Storms with triple Mind Control, triple copies of Evenly Matched, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment here, wrapping up this chunk of really cool deck profiles for you guys out of this week's OCG. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Whoa!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.